This recent update from Shopify that's going live in a few weeks is going to completely change dropshipping forever. Now, don't worry, it's not a bad thing. In fact, it's a good thing. Better yet, it's actually amazing, and I'm super excited for when this goes live. And in this video, I'm going to explain what it is, why it's important, and how it's going to affect your dropshipping. And here's a little hint, it's going to print you more money. If you're new here, my name's Harry. I'm a multi-7-figure dropshipper, and this channel is built to show you how to start and scale your own dropshipping stores. So what exactly is this mysterious Shopify update that's happening, and how is it going to improve your dropshipping? Well, before I show you what it is, let me show you what's being updated. So this is an old Shopify checkout. It's the current version that's being used and has been used since pretty much Shopify's inception. And what it is it's a 3-step checkout, which means you have to go through 3 different steps for the customer to then check out. So to give you a quick demonstration of how this works, when someone adds something to their cart and goes to checkout, they land on this page. They then have to put in all the shipping address information and then click continue shipping to then select which shipping that they want to use, where they're presented with some different options. They then have to continue to the payment part. Now, as you can see, obviously I've just gone through this, and this is 3 steps. Now, while this actually works okay, and some stores actually get a decent conversion rate using this, Shopify are completely getting rid of this and forcing everyone to what's being called a one-page checkout. And hopefully that's going to do one thing that we all are hoping for, and that's improve our conversion rate. So earlier this year, Shopify announced Shopify Editions, and this is basically where they announce all of the updates that they're happening on the platform. And one thing that stuck out to a lot of people is this one-page checkout. Previously, before, it was only a 3-page, which we've just seen, and this one-page checkout was only available to people on the Shopify Plus plan. Now, the Shopify Plus plan was something like $3,000 or $2,000 per month. So for everyone getting started on Shopify, it was pretty inaccessible. Whereas now they're making one-page checkout mandatory for all Shopify users. Now, previously there were a lot of companies and apps that tried to solve the 3-step checkout issue by creating their own one-page checkout. While these worked, such as things like Checkout X, while they worked good, eventually Shopify just completely banned all of them, and the companies had to shut down operations. Now, at this point in the video, some of you may even be wondering, okay, it sounds great, but why is this even important? The reason why this is so important and why it's such a big deal for us dropshippers out there is it's going to improve our conversion rate. Now, our conversion rate is essentially how many visitors on our store turn into sales. This is represented as a percent. So the higher that percent is, in theory, the more money we should be making, granted that everything else stays equal. For example, if your conversion rate on your Shopify store is 1%, meaning that if 100 people come to your Shopify store, 1 person buys, if you then double that from 1% to 2%, meaning that the same amount of traffic comes to your store, 100 people, and now 2 people buys, in theory, you're making more money. Now, the average and industry standard conversion rates vary based on niche, but generally speaking, if you've got a conversion rate which is 2% and above, generally you're doing a good job. Now that I've explained all that and you should know why that's important, let's have a look at some Shopify stores that have early access to this one-page checkout. So I'm going to show you 2 examples of Shopify stores which already have early access to this one-page checkout. This one here is called Boom Boom, and this is what it's going to look like. Now, I believe so that everyone's going to be forced into this one-page checkout. I don't think you have the option between the 3-page checkout and this one-page checkout because it's just going to be set at store level. I don't think you have the option to change between the 2, which could be a good thing or a bad thing, and you may see an increase or a decrease. I personally think every single brand out there is going to see an increase in conversion rate. But you can see here how it all works. Essentially, it's all crammed onto one page. So rather than being over 3 pages, we now have the contact email here at the start. We have delivery here as well, and payment right away here. And then obviously people can literally just click the pay now button here. Now, I'm not entirely sure why it's taken, Shopify so long to put this together, because me as a dropshipper personally, I've been really waiting for a feature like this for pretty much since 2017 when I got started with dropshipping. Here's another example. You can see these guys are using the banner at the top, utilizing this, and this is something that you can do also to improve conversion rate. You can put a phone number in here, you could put a customer support email number in here as well, utilizing social proof here along with the logo. It works really, really well, and I personally think that this is going to convert and give people a hell of a lot of a higher conversion rate than the 3-step checkout. If we look at some of the people who actually have access to this one-page checkout right now on their stores, you can see some guys are getting some amazing results. So this dude here is getting a 7.46% conversion rate, which is very, very good. Like I mentioned previously before, anything above 2 is fairly good. Now I'll show you another example as well. This brand here is at a 1.72, but if you have a look at the increase that they've had an 80% increase, well, pretty pretty much a 90% increase in the last 3 days with this new Shopify one-page checkout. So the big question you probably have at this stage is, when can I get access to this feature so that I can improve my conversion rate and make more sales with my dropshipping store? Now, there is no official release date as of yet, but the Shopify CEO came out on Twitter to say it is the case that you have to wait a few more weeks. That could be 4 weeks, 8 weeks, who knows? But the good thing is that it is eventually coming to all users. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited for this new Shopify update, and let me know in the comments what your current conversion rate is. If you want my personal help to help you start and scale your own dropshipping stores, then click the link down below in the description and apply for my coaching and mentorship to see if you'd be a good fit. Don't forget to drop a like on the video for the algorithm and smash the subscribe button, because I am trying to get to 100,000 subscribers on the channel this year. So help your boy out by subbing to the channel. But that is it for this video. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.